I'm Kendra Falk-Edwards, and I'm the Chief Growth Officer for Cardon and Associates. And today we have Allie Overett here with us for the Cardon Resource Hub, and she is a registered dietitian with CICOA. And I'm excited to have her here. And I want to talk a little bit about what CICOA provides for seniors and nutrition out in the community, but also just kind of hone in and talk a little bit about the importance of nutrition and the impact it has in aging. And I really want to talk a little bit about hydration and some other things and meal services and what to look for, Allie. So I'm going to turn it over to you. If you could give us a little information. Go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kendra. So I am Allie. I'm a registered dietitian with CICOA Aging In-Home Solutions. And if you aren't familiar with CICOA, we are a nonprofit organization with a mission to help older adults age in place and remain in their homes as long as possible. And we do that through a variety of different services. Some of these things include transportation services, home modification services, care management. And then I'm a member of our Meals and More department, where we offer a handful of different nutrition programs to older adults to help them get access to healthy, nutritious foods. And you're so right, Kendra, there are a lot of different factors that impact an older adult's ability to get access to nutritious foods as they age. You know, we think about someone aging, common issues include like trouble chewing and swallowing. So people who maybe have lost weight, their dentures aren't fitting right, or maybe they have painful teeth that make them avoid certain types of foods that are harder to chew. Also, we talk about people with dementia who may forget to eat or forget even how to prepare foods for themselves. And as we age, our taste changes as well. So foods that we used to like, we may not like anymore, and vice versa. Things that we historically didn't like, we could enjoy now. But I know you mentioned hydration, and I think this is one of the most important things to touch on, because not many people know this, but as you age, your thirst mechanism actually decreases. So your body becomes less efficient at reminding your body that you're thirsty. So a lot of times, by the time you're feeling thirsty as an older adult, it may already be too late and you might already be dehydrated or on that path. Now, the reason this is so important is because one of the leading reasons for hospitalizations in older adults is dehydration. And that is because when you think about some of those symptoms of dehydration, you might think about feeling lightheaded or a little woozy. These things lead to falls. So that's why dehydration is one of the leading causes of hospitalizations for older adults, is because of falls. So, you know, learning how to keep beverages available as an older adult and really prioritizing hydration is very, very important.
Hydration is huge. I just was with my dad, and he was talking about his doctor told him how much he needed to increase his drinking water and getting hydrated and different things. And he was just saying, I don't know. It's just, to your point, he just doesn't have that desire to drink. So yep. I'm curious, do you have any tips or things that you can give us to encourage people? What kinds of things can they do to make them want to drink more, recognize how important that is for them?
Totally. And that's one of the hardest things about nutrition, is a lot of us know some general stuff, but the implementation is what's so difficult. I also like to remind people that you can get hydration from eating foods. So very water dense foods like watermelon, cucumbers, bell peppers, lettuce, things like that contribute to your overall hydration as well, not just drinking. I'd also encourage doing things like decaf teas and coffees, because sometimes those can act as diuretics, which dehydrates the body. And then in addition to that, you know, hydration isn't just water. It can be milk, it can be 100% juice, it can be smoothies, it can be low or no added sugar fruit additives like Crystal Light or something like that. But in general, you know, keep a sticky note on your bedside table that reminds you to drink water right when you get up, or have a beverage in every single room available. So no matter what chair you're sitting in or what room you're in, there's something available to you to sip on.
And I'm so glad you talked about falls and different things. I don't think we recognize sometimes or realize the impact that nutrition has on our mental and physical health. Right. I would love to any education or thoughts you can put around that, just to express the importance of nutrition and hydration, and really the basic impact it really does have on our mental and physical health, especially as we age.
For sure. Proper nutrition allows you to feel strong. It allows you to feel balanced, focused, less brain fog, better memory. Overall, you're just feeling better. Your stomach's not hurting, things like that. If you kind of think about how you feel after eating a McDonald's meal and how you feel after eating a balanced meal with all 5 food groups, you feel better, you feel more energy to conquer the day, you might feel positive, it can help with better stress management. That's not to say that McDonald's doesn't have a place in a healthy diet, because I truly believe that it does. We do have an emotional relationship with food as well. And I oftentimes feel that our relationship with food is sometimes even more important than what we're actually eating. And especially when giving nutrition advice to older adults, they have lived through every fad diet under the sun in their lifetime. And it's confusing, what's best for me? And that's truly what's so unique about nutrition, is because it is individualized to the person. Something that works for one person won't work for the other person. So finding what works best for you can really help improve your overall relationship with food, but also your mental health as well.
And just quickly, Allie, do you think that do you have tips on the CICOA website of making meals for 1 or 2 and thinking about, easy meals and things that people can do that just make it easier on them versus cooking for the masses?
Absolutely.
So many people
Yeah, cooking for one is one of the biggest requests that we get. And on our CICOA website, in the Meals and More page, there are some handouts, a meal plan for one and cooking for one. We also have great resources about how to shop for nutritious foods at the dollar store and things like that for people that live in food deserts, and find nutritious options no matter where you are.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And that's just such a wealth of information and so informative. And I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Kendra.